Do you blow $4,000 on a truck that you're might be closer to getting rid of than keeping? Seems kind of dumb, doesn't it? Good day, Mundane Man here again. It is about -16, I think. And wind coming from the southeast blowing right in my face right now, so it's feeling pretty chilly. Today I thought I would just stick close to home and wander around the golf course at the north end, at the very least anyways. And yeah, I'm really not into this today. Yesterday I just could not get motivated to do anything. I was just tired, had to have a little nap, and you know, if somebody had put a gun to my head and said, if you don't get up and walk, this is the end of it for you, and I would have been like, okay, I guess this is the end. I had a good run. So yeah, I figured I gotta get out today. And then to add insult to injury, my left foot kept me awake last night up around the big ball of your big toe, and was just aching. And I get these random joint pains all the time, and it only seems to be an issue when I want to sleep. So that annoyed me too. So if I come off grumpy in this video, that is why. But I also thought, you know, our mantra, what's our mantra? Walk it off. I thought I would get out here and at least try that. And of course, I forgot to start Runkeeper. I seem to be better at starting Runkeeper if I'm driving somewhere. It's one of the first things I start when I get out of the car, but today I forgot. So I'm like, I don't know, I think this is about 3/4 of a kilometer in, so I'll need to remember to add that to my distance at the end of this walk. And that wind is a killer. I see people just send their dogs out here to take a crap too. Shameful. If you're not going to look after your dog properly, don't have one. And have consideration for other people. Strange thing is, you can tell exactly where that dog's coming from. It's that house right there. Crapping all over the place here. Oh yeah, I was going to rant about infill housing. We don't necessarily have to worry about that here in our neighborhood. But you get these older neighborhoods that have, you know, probably 50-foot wide lots, maybe 60-foot wide lots. And with the infill housing bylaws, contractors able to buy up one of those houses, get it rezoned, and put in an 8-plex. Can you imagine? In the middle of a nice residential neighborhood, they're going to throw in an 8-plex and minimal parking requirements. They may have a single garage, but you know, everybody's got 2 or 3 cars, so there's going to be cars littered all over the place, and just with no regard for the livability of a neighborhood, just so they can stuff more houses in a neighborhood. It's very frustrating. And there was a vote on city council to try and get it reduced to a maximum of 6 on a single lot, and with our moronic council, it got shot down. The motion got shot down. You know, we ended up with this council that, you know, with a lack of actual voter attendance, most of the morons got back in again, and they're just killing this city, killing it completely. So if you're in favor of infill housing, comment below and tell me why. and how it's improving our city, because it's just ruining neighborhoods and creating all kinds of animosity. I did see one place that there's a house, and then to the south of that house they built a very tall structure, almost townhouse-ish, I guess, with 2 or 3 levels. Well, guess what? That house to the left of it no longer gets any sun. 0. Because that place blocks all of it. So when they were issuing permits for that and looking at design, 0 consideration for the people that are still living in their 1-story bungalows. It kind of rips my butt that we're paying taxes, which increase at 6, 7, 8% a year to these idiotic policies that they're putting in place. And this is the same council that has hiring committees to hire the worst city managers going. So if you're planning to move to Edmonton, I would discourage you. If you need to be in this area for work, I would suggest you look at smaller municipalities around here and bite the bullet and drive the extra few kilometers to get to work instead of living in the city. Every time I get my tax assessment, my blood kind of boils, just at the increases that we've seen. And then of course they did a reassessment, and somehow everybody's houses are worth 40, 50,000 more than they used to be compared to the previous assessment. Oh, the little duck pond has gotten smaller and smaller. Again, another year where they just stuck around. It's funny how that one little spot where the ducks are stays open. These are runoff ponds too, but maybe their little paddle and feet keeps that hole open. Keeping a pretty good pace today with the paths being well cleared. The peace and serenity quota is not that great, but let's face it, we're in the city. You're always going to get urban noise. Like the hen day off to the east there's fairly loud right now. The wind is probably bringing some of that noise over. So I'd give it a, well, let's say a 6 out of 10. Not people-y at all, so for me that's a good thing too. Okay, let's see if we can pop into the golf course here and see if they've cleared off those paths. This little access is tenuous at best as well. They may not have cleared them. They have not. Well, this big plan may have turned to crap. With all the drifting that happened on Tuesday, this is going to be a difficult slog through the snow here. Well, without these being cleared, I don't think I'll be doing the south part of the golf course. There's all kinds of little divots and stuff. Who knows how it froze underneath too. This is kind of a low spot, so a lot of times there's ice underneath here, and I could hear it crunching a bit too. And I really don't know where the exact trail is. Whoop! Yeah, that was a good slippery spot under there. This is a good workout, trying to push through here. It's a nice sky. Oh, this is a little disappointing from a, oh, I'll just walk close to home. It's funny how a empty box will just deposit itself in the forest. I use the term forest loosely here, but like, where would it have come from? Well, I see none of the golf course trails have been scraped off. Even this piece of city sidewalk hasn't been scraped off. So I think I'm going to ditch the golf course and figure something else out. What was the second thing I was going to talk about today? Oh yeah, my truck. My lovely Ram 1500. That is 14 years old now. And it's one of my favorite vehicles ever. But I don't know when I should stop putting money into it. I already told you that it probably needs tires, and that's about a $2,000 touch. And other than that, it's in good shape, except for one thing: that dreaded Hemi Tick. Now, that tick can happen in two different ways. Number one, a lobe has been worn off on the camshaft because of that stupid cylinder deactivation thing, and low RPM operation. Luckily, my truck has been used mostly for highway, not a lot of local travel, so the oil pressure always stays up. But the other second Hemi Tick is, especially in the Rams, is the exhaust manifold is either cracked or one or more of the bolts have broken off in the head. And I have certainly got that problem. And I was just doing a bit of research on what it would cost to fix, and you know, that could be upwards of a couple grand too, depending on if I do both manifolds at the same time. And there's a kit that you can get. I can't remember what it is, but it's superior exhaust manifolds that'll last the life of the truck. But that kit alone, I think, was I'm gonna say $900, plus the labor to pull the old heads or the old manifolds off, get the old broken off bolts out, and put everything back together again. So there's two factors around that. Number one, safety. The tires, more from a safety issue. Number two, the exhaust manifold. At what point are the rest of the bolts going to break off? That could be disastrous. And I know it's not hugely bad because it ticks until it warms up, and then the ticking noise goes away. So it could be more an issue of a cracked manifold versus broken off manifold bolts. So there's between the two of those things, it's could be a $3,000 to $4,000 investment. Would that make the truck perfect? Relatively, for a 14-year-old vehicle. Is it worth the money? Especially when you're considering getting rid of it and getting something newer and a little bit more bigger to pull a bigger trailer. I mean, it really won't do much for the resale value, just more or less peace of mind. So I don't know. Seems like a lot of money to invest in a 14-year-old vehicle, but then again, it could last many years. And what if we get into a position where we can't buy a bigger truck? Financially, that's a huge investment. Like I've mentioned before, new trucks are still in the, you know, depending on what you get, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 range. Keep humming and hawing. Do you blow $4,000 on a truck that you're might be closer to getting rid of than keeping? Seems kind of dumb, doesn't it? But it's still going to be usable for the next couple years, say. What would you do? I'm guessing most people would say, don't spend the money and get rid of it. Or the other end of the spectrum, well, $4,000 is a lot cheaper than a new truck. So yeah, I'm not sure which path to go down. But I like my truck. And I want to keep it. But I can't keep it. I need a bigger truck. The dilemma. Hey, they did a little part of this golf course, or this part of the golf course on the south side. Excellent. And back to my truck. I don't think I have the resources or capability to fix that problem. I mean, you don't know without trying, and I guess if I got in too deep, I could always have it towed away and have somebody fix it then, but might be just better to have a professional do it right off the get-go. I certainly won't be taking it to a dealership though, or stealership as a lot of people like to call it, with their exorbitant labor rates and shop charges and such. Mind you, some of the independent places are slowly catching up because they need to tool up with all kinds of gadgets to be able to maintain modern cars. Well, definitely time to start making my way back home. My toe area has still got some pain in it, and now I'm feeling a heel spur in my left foot too. It's been a good walk though, other than plowing through snowdrifts. A little bit chilly, but keeping a good pace keeps you warm. Well, let's take the tunnel and see what it's like on the golf course on the other side. Maybe they just hadn't gotten to the very north end where I was. Well, I see where he ended. Just at the end of the tunnel and went back. So something tells me the trails over here may not be done. Okay, it's kind of hit and miss, I guess. We'll see if this has been cleared all the way to the other end. I hope so. I don't feel like doubling back. So far, so good. Got a good pace going. Kind of out of the wind. Okay. We made it to the northern border of the south part of the golf course. It looks like whoever was doing the shoveling, blading, whatever, decided not to go through to the tunnel. I'm not going to go through the tunnel right now either, because it appeared the trails on that side of the golf course were not done when I started out way over there. So I'm going to hop the fence as gracefully as I can and carry on. Well, that wasn't too bad. Didn't embarrass myself or bang the old nads on the top bar there. As much as I've enjoyed this walk, I'm ready for it to be done too. Mainly because of my disaster of a foot. Fairly quiet in the neighborhood though from a traffic perspective. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I guess people are just hunkering down and enjoying the rest of their weekend. I have to go grocery shopping after this, so I will be hunkering down after that too. I have to laugh at this guy. Early on in the winter, he's gung-ho and gets everything shoveled all the way to the alley. And I mean, that's a responsibility of a corner lot. But then as winter goes on, he just completely gives up. Okay, we are just about home. Watch out for this big ice patch here. Let's get to the house and see how we did. Okay, that was 12,700 steps, and Runkeeper says I did 7.35 kilometers, but if I add that extra quarter on, that's 8 kilometers for the day. So that's a good walk, and hour and 38, so probably an hour and 50 minutes. So not the greatest pace, but then I was plowing through all that snow there in the golf course. So a good day. Glad I got out, even though I didn't want to. Now I gotta go nurse my foot. Let me know in the comments down below what you would do with a vehicle that is 14 years old and needs repairs, but you like it. Would you keep it? Would you get it repaired, or would you just deal it off and get something newer? Let me know. Until the next one.